The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up, guys? We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host Delton Wall on episode 87. And I guess we're gonna jump into it. So I was gonna start this. Well, first I was gonna drop this last week, but because of me quitting one of my jobs and going full time on my other, it's been like a little time difference of me working different from me working the other second job at some weird time. So yeah, it was like weird timing shit that was fucking up. So that's why. But that's another thing too. I quit my second job because it was just too crazy, my nigga. Like, excuse me. It got to the point where I was like, damn. Like, customers were just, I think I walked into an aisle and it looked like customers dumped all the clothes on the ground. Like when you get clothes out the dryer and you just dump them on your bed, it looked like somebody just did that purposely and just walked off.
Whole squad full of fucking killers, I'm a killer too.
And customers has been getting more brazen with this shit. Like a nigga pooped in the back and a lady peed on the floor, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with it. Because the moment somebody pee on the floor in front of me and you a grown ass person, like if you're elderly, I understand. Elderly, children,
Maybe.
only the elderly and children are the only two that get passed because it's a child. Like, it's what do you expect the child to do? And I'm blaming the parent too, because if the child tells you 3 times you gotta use the bathroom, you still going across the store, then that's your dumb ass fault. But if you are adult, like if you're an adult and you don't have any like mental deficiencies, then I put that all on you, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. Well, I'm not gonna whoop your ass because I'm not gonna put my hands on the customer. I'm just gonna walk off because I'm done with that. But nah, I'm not dealing with it. It's just gotten to the point where motherfuckers is getting crazy, and it's like getting ridiculous for no fucking reason. Like, for no fucking reason. It was just like, it's like niggas just don't care at all. And I don't understand. So I'm just going to go and just work full time at my local deli and just get that off. And it was in strategically and money wise, I'll be making more than just me working those 2 jobs. So
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
yeah, and I can stat more money that way. And I don't have to deal with customers doing dumb shit like leaving clothes on the floor for no fucking reason at all. Or just like randomly, people will randomly take a piece, like a bag of chicken, and just leave it in like the chip aisle. Because I remember one time I wasn't even working, I was just walking, and I saw a bag of chicken open, busted, like cooked fried chicken, open, and the chip aisle half gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas is crazy. Which is even crazy if you go to Walmart, because Walmart, I seen niggas take a bucket of chicken from the deli, walk around, and just kill that shit. I'm like, yeah, damn, y'all niggas really are like a piece of work. I couldn't be that brazen.
Stop being weak.
Just to get that off and just walk and think I'm cool and think shit sweet. Nah, that's wild. That's like different levels of wild.
That's just prime.
But yeah, I think my manager's happy that I'm quitting too, because me and her were just making jokes that, yeah, I could have fired you a while ago, but I decided to keep you. I was like, thanks, I appreciate it.
Wrong.
I'm surprised you ain't fired me sooner. So me and her are cool. Yeah, I was just, damn, what's that old saying? Getting her goat or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those old sayings that you just understand how I was just joking with you, but it's all good. It was a good 3-year venture, and I don't know. I don't think I'm good at one-on-one customer service. I think I'm better off with working in an office or like a place where I'm not really just talking to customers, because I have no problem with people at all. It's just the ignorance and arrogance of people is a big one. I don't know. I don't At my age I just can't deal with somebody's arrogance and rudeness just because. Like, just waking up rude to people is crazy. And I know people here may think I'm like rude and mean, but I'm just behind, just be dry. I literally, even with my friends, I'm just like, hey, what's up? And if I'm not like having a full on discussion with you, I'm not really gonna be like going like a full blown out discussion if I really don't know you like that. Now I'm not gonna say I don't say how you doing, blah 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 like that. But like, if you want me to be like hip hip cheerio, like, nah, I'm not that hip hip cheerio kind of guy.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
But back to what I was originally going to start the whole pod out about. I was going to start off by saying that the driving test was kicking my ass. Well, it still is. I just passed the written test, and it took me at least 2 months to pass it, and I failed the driving part. So that was that. But she gave me my permit, and I'm one step closer to getting on the road. Now, that whole written shit pissed me off. I don't know how the God I passed it. Like, I was one question away from failing, and it was literally Jesus Christ Almighty. Like, bro, I do not know what the fuck happened. I passed it, and literally the weight of the world was literally hanging off my shoulders, because I was like, thank God I gotten over the hardest part, because me failing the driving was only like because of my 3-point turn, and like because of like how the fucking road was. Like, I never drove in that area at all, because I don't be going that way. But there was literally a fucking turn that I never seen at all, and that shit was like, damn. Like, that bitch was like on some. If you would hit that turn going the speed limit like 50, if you were hitting that bitch like at 50, your ass would have been in the upper room, slump, dead. Thank God. Yeah, thank God I did. Me and her, she told me before that. But it is like a really big weight off my shoulders, because I was like really mad shit, because the day before I went and to another one, because the one in closer to my home is apparently like horrible as fuck. Like, apparently niggas take their time like all day just to see like one or two people for no fucking reason. So I was like, no, I'm not trying to deal with that shit. So no. And this is how I'm so glad I got there early, because it was, by the time I got there, it was only 3 or 4 people in there. No. Yesterday, yeah, it was like almost full. I was chilling there. I was like, okay, I could probably get in and out. Not be no worry. Nigga, it was literally the most longest shit ever. And it was only one woman in there. And apparently, from what my mom told me, it's only been one woman in there since she took her test. And my mom was like 50 something. So I'm like, so in these past 40 to 50 years, it's been the same one woman in there. They got 2 computers in there. There's 2 computers in there, but there's only one person. Great. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not gonna take a while. I get there at 8, cool. Bro, I look at my phone, it's 10:45. Bro, there was so many niggas that got in there after me that went in front of me. It was ridiculous. And I don't know what the fuck is up with this shit. Every fucking time I go in, I get a C. Like, it does not matter at all. Like, anytime I go to the DMV, I always get a C followed by some high ass number. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is up with me getting C's and shit? So it was whatever. I thought I was going to get in. Come to find out, at 11 o'clock, this woman goes on break for a whole hour and a half. So I'm like pissed. I'm like, nigga, I got up at 7 o'clock to get here. And by the time I get here, it's like, I was so pissed. I was really so fucking pissed. I was really mad yesterday. But I'm guessing luck turned my way. And the next day when I took the test, I passed it. So thank God. Thank fucking God. So even though I didn't get seen yesterday, I was able to get seen today. Got my past it. Well, past half of it, and I gotta go next week to take the other half. But I'm getting closer. I'm inching closer to my goal. Thank the fucking God, because this shit is getting super fucking aggravating. I'm telling you this now.
Do you understand?
That's on the upper up, and I can't wait for that to happen. But let's enough of that. Let's jump into the pod itself, and I'm gonna start with the Chris Rock special. So, the Chris Rock special, my honest opinion is I don't hate it. Actually, no, I actually like it because it's actually funny as shit. Well, I'm gonna address the bigger scope of the thing that everybody cares about, because the addressing the whole slap thing and everything that he's been through and with the joke, he started off strong. I see. You could tell he messed up. You could tell that he was like a little bit nervous too, because he messed up on a joke, which is something that, like, I didn't think he would. That was something that he would do, because he's like a 30-year vet in this whole comedian space. So you could tell that he was a little nervous, because myself, I never seen him mess up on a joke. I'm not even gonna be real with you. Like, watching it, I was like, damn, he was like really nervous, and like he probably wasn't like confident in it, because he messed up on emancipation and he thought he wasn't gonna fly. But for what the jokes were and for what I took from it, it was really funny. He basically said everybody called Will a bitch, the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, rappers, The View, and it was hilarious because all of it was true. Like, the name of the special is called Selective Outrage. Now, that's really funny because the selective outreach part is about Will, and Will not being mad at Chris Rock instead of being mad at the man, August. And I understand, because Chris got slapped. I know the reason why Will slapped Chris. He slapped her because in that moment, it was a guy in front of him making all these jokes, and the world was making jokes, but you can't swing on everybody on people on the internet, because you can't touch them. Because it's niggas on the internet who's saying it, and nigga going around telling people that he fucked your wife, and you doing a sit down with your wife, telling you that she fucked them, and it's just getting to you and getting to you and getting to you, and you swing on Chris Rock. Now, he also made a joke saying you swung on me, knowing that damn well that I won't gonna hit you back in front of these people. And in front of white people, I should say white people, because his mom said never fight in front of white people. And to that people were like, ew, another one of Chris Rock's pander to the whites. But this is probably, people won't even think about this. If you think about when Chris Rock was what age he was raised in. He was raised in a time where fighting in front of white people, they'll probably look at you crazy and call you a nigger. Now, again, that's why his mom. That's probably why his mom said that. Now, niggas is dumb, and niggas probably don't use their mind, thinking that, oh shit, that's when Chris Rock's time came up in. But niggas won't think about that, i.e. Joe Budden.
Fucking dummy. Stupid ass niggas.
The jokes on Will Smith are funny. The special itself was funny, was not funny if that came out like that. And this was his punch slap to Will for the slap from last year. Now, me personally, I really enjoyed it. I hope Chris Rock gets over this so he can be more confident in his next one, because I feel like he was more confident in those last bits of the jokes. It would hit way more harder. So, yeah, I think next special, when it's just like not having, when the special he drops next, when it doesn't have like a lingering theme on it, I think he'd do fine. I think that's what really just what made this whole thing special. The whole special even specialer, I guess, was just the confidence, man. Just the confidence, just having more confidence. But I understand touching on a topic that was a big in the news for the past year, and niggas just clowning you, calling you a bitch ass nigga for like a year. I mean, niggas on both sides was calling you a bitch ass nigga, but I feel like the people defending Will are more inclined to defend black women and not trying to make it like, oh, don't protect black women thing. But the only reason that, matter of fact, I'm not even thinking about the joke. The joke wasn't even that bad. He didn't even call her out her name. She just said she was bald.
Now, isn't that just pride?
And using all the other, and going back to like Jada saying, oh, you should get out because you should get out the Oscars because Will wasn't nominated for Concussion. I'm like, nigga, like what? Nigga, no, that's not, no. What the fuck are you talking about? And like I said, everybody knows now that Jada is not a good woman. So, hey, you people can defend Jada, but we all know that Jada is on Will to do it. Not saying, not verbally, but eye contact wise. You saw it. I don't need to show you. You can just look back and see it. But I'm not going to go back and reopen that can of worms, because I don't care to reopen it, and I don't really care about the topic anymore. But let's move on to I guess sad news now. Four Americans were kidnapped in Mexico, and only 2 of them survived. They were 4 black people, but 4 African Americans. 1 was a woman, and I think they were going down there to be with her for her glucose surgery, and I guess it was cheaper in Mexico than it was up here. And the cartel got them and kidnapped them and killed 2, and 2 of them were safely brought back home. And it was that's a wild story because now it has people bringing up saying, "Hey, Trump might have been right, man. We might need to build that wall." And it's just like the craziest shit happens. Like when Kanye West said something about the Jewish community, and somebody said, "Hey, maybe Hitler was right," and I was like, "No, and yeah." When Kanye West said what he said about the Jewish people, and then Kyrie lost his deal with Nike, and people were like, maybe freaking Hitler was niggas was saying maybe Hitler was right, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, why would niggas say that? Like, that is your response after that? Just say that dumbass shit, man. And it's like, I mean, I understand Mexico is under tyranny because of cartels and shit, and you don't want the cartels just freely running through here. But like, I don't know, building niggas. Well, Trump wasn't building a wall just for the cartel. He was just doing this so people, illegals won't travel across the borders and come to America. I don't know if he was thinking about the cartel at all. And it was more news coming out saying that I think what's that one that I think two of the people who went had drug charges, and that was like, people bring this up now after the fact they were kidnapped, and the fact that there's a lot of like undertones that aren't like falling through on this like kidnapping case, because Mexico didn't say anything about this, and now it's like looking weird in the eyes of some Americans. Like, Mexico's not saying much after this. Like, nobody said anything on their political side at all. So it's just like, what's going on? And people are saying we might actually be at a world war coming up. So I don't know, man. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it because this is like really weird. Because I hope they wasn't going there to buy drugs and just ship them off. But who knows? But I pray for the families of the two victims that their lives were lost, and hopefully they can find out what the reason was. But I think making that the sad topic of the day, I think we're going to go ahead and go to the music. So I kind of got into a music quarrel on Twitter, I guess you could say. So Rory and Maul, they had a podcast segment on after Drake retires, who would be an artist that the world stops for. Now, let me give you the full synopsis before I go into my half, because my half is crazy as hell and it's long as fuck. So what they were trying to articulate was who's going to be the forefront of hip hop and who's going to be somebody the world stopped for. Now, before they changed it, it was what artists does the world stop for? And I put Uzi and Cardi because it's been multiple occasions where, not in their early careers, I'll say later, like after Uzi dropped Lover's Raid. No, I want to say it was after. Oh, damn, what mixtape that was. It was either after the mixtape with Gucci Mane, or it was after Gucci Mane and his collaborative tape when they dropped. After that, it was just Uzi dropping leaks to songs that might be coming or might be on a tape called Eternal Take.
Maybe.
No, I'm wrong as fuck. It was Love is Race 2. That's what it was. After Love is Race 2, that's when it started the whole like anticipation for Uzi, because Uzi didn't drop for like years on years. And it wasn't until he was he was teasing for the pink tape and Eternal Tape, because we didn't know when it was coming on, because he dropped new Patek or Patek. Yeah, new Patek is a watch, and niggas was like, oh shit, when is it gonna drop? Because the only thing Uzi was doing was dropping like him dancing to like songs and shit, and niggas was like, oh shit, I can dance too, nigga. And niggas was just like chilling on him dancing. But when he was like teasing for it, niggas was like going crazy for it. And the same thing for Playboi Carti. When he was teasing A Whole Lot of Red, it was literally, you had a little artist, Mario Judah, who like copied A Whole Lot of Red, as in like he took Playboi Carti's flow and like made like a whole different mixtape, called it. So you had like a whole bunch of people like making like A Whole Lot of Red, like collaborative like albums from all the random songs niggas was finding. So I was just going off that. But from what the people on Twitter was telling me, niggas ain't listening to Carti or Uzi. And I was like, that makes no sense. Now, some niggas was trying to be fugazi and like stretch the numbers. Like, these niggas only sold 10,000, but when you fact check it, they sold like 200 copies, not 200,000 copies, not 200 copies. And that's what I'm saying. Some of the feedback had actual standings on it. And by that, I mean, you could actually look this up, or when I went back and niggas was like, the head of hip hop, like the underlying thing was head of hip hop, not as in who's going to be who's going to be the artist that everybody's looking for. Those are two different things. Now, to that, yes, Playboi Carti and Uzi won't be the head of hip hop. But if you're talking about artists that niggas really are looking for, be waiting for drops, those are the artists. But who knows who's gonna be the head of hip hop when Drake retires? But who knows? I don't know. It could be it all. But I don't feel like I would never go on the topic about talking about music again, because I forgot it's a whole bunch of old niggas that just, if it ain't Rum DMC or niggas rapping like, we went to the park and had some fun, on some like old school 70s, 80s type shit. Like, nah, I don't listen to that shit. Not in a greater encompass. No, I'm not listening to this.
This old ass nigga, man.
But yeah, don't get into arguments don't get in discussions on music on the internet. I should have learned that years ago, but I guess I don't listen. But let's get into the music that I've been listening to. So I listened to Don Toliver's Love Sick Deluxe. I gotten through half of it.
'Cause I can't breathe.
Boy, let me tell you this shit. That nigga Don Toliver can make some music. And I know I might get killed for this, but I could tell that I could tell that the Travis Scott gene went inside this, because you could hear, because he's doing a whole bunch of Travis stuff on here with the yelling. Well, I wouldn't say yelling, but with the way he says yeah, or how he's harmonizing. And I've been knowing that since he signed to Cactus Jack Records. And Travis Scott, I think, is on his album like twice, I think. But the songs I heard on here, because I thought fully this is going to be like an R&B shit. It's not really. It's like all over. Well, I wouldn't say all over the place. It's in Well, all right. This is how I describe Don Toliver. Travis Scott is. Oh, let me get this right because this is gonna be. I had to get this right.
That's okay. Take your time.
Travis Scott music is for the guys who hang out with the druggy girls. Don Toliver's music is for guys to fall in love with the druggy girls. Now Travis Scott is on some R&B songs, but it's not him leading the R&B song. And it's not saying like Travis Scott featuring somebody in an R&B song. Well, I guess that Brian McKnight song on excuse me, I guess there's like two songs, but it's not like Don Toliver's. I think it was Love Sickness, Geronimo. Shit, I can't get words right today. But like those three, like No Pole is good, Embarrass is fire, Geronimo is heat. Luckily, I'm having that song, and Tezo Touchdown gets another appreciation award because it's the second album he's been on this year. Let It Go was straight. I was like, James Blake part was straight. I thought it would be better. Leave the Club was. I had to re-listen to it because I'm like, I don't know about this one. But I think I skipped down to Slow Motion and Private Landing because I heard Private Landing in my store, but no, it wasn't in the store. What was I? No, I was on Instagram. I heard it, but I just thought it was Justin Bieber and Don Toliver, and to that, Future kind of fucked that song up. To be real with you, because when he started, it was like it just flow was just different between him, Don Toliver, and Justin's and Future's. But it was still good. I still like it. Cinderella, I heard randomly again through somebody, and that was like a beautiful ass song. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, as in, you could play this around a druggy girl, and you two might fall in love.
Nani?
So or some girl that really likes Don Toliver or R&B. The one reason I'm saying druggy because a lot of these songs is him saying I'm sipping on styrofoam. I don't know how I'm gonna get home, and he's talking about I'm still lovesick. So that's super Travis Scott and super R&B nigga in one. So I kind of fuck with that. But nevertheless, I fuck with this. I fuck with it. So far, I'm gonna finish the rest of the album. But for my take in R&B and more my taste in R&B, I should say, I really like it. Wizkid is another plus for me. I'm gonna really listen. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for fucking that Bus Stop song with Brent Faiyaz because I have Brent Faiyaz music, but I don't really listen to him except like when I'm out and with people. But that's like rare and a rare chance. And the only song I really know about him is like Hood Fame. What's his name of that song? I'll probably insert it right here as a joke when I find it.
Hood fame, everybody know my name when I come through, but don't nobody screaming like you. I was having visions with you.
It's a good song, and that's the only song I really know and I fuck with. And that song with him and Kalani in it, but Kalani don't do nothing but just driving around selling weed to bitches. So, yeah, those are the only two really. So I'm gonna have to get my ears open for Brent. Pause. And to some more good news in music, Lil Mosey was found innocent in his rape case that happened like a year ago. So, for what the information came out was that from last year, not this year, that the new information. The old information was Lil Mousy and a girl went forcefully sexually assaulted this woman. him and his friend last year on a tour bus, but it come to find out that that wasn't the case and that didn't happen. And Lil Mousy is now free of those charges. Now, that's a good thing because Lil Mousy was on a run with Blueberry Faygo that summer, but because of that case, he had to hold back and not drop anything because you can't really drop music and you got that looming on top of your head. So hopefully he comes back with a banger, especially for the summer. Yeah, since it's like you got months, but he's probably going to chill out since he won this case. He's probably not going to drop anything because if I won this case, I would probably be chilling my damn self. So good, and hooray for that man. And I'm glad that he beat the case. So that is a good thing. But before I get off music and go to the games, I want to touch on this topic because it was, I know it's like a week old now, a week and a half, but it was like booming on the social media for like the past like week about Michael B. Jordan being corny and that whole interview you had. Mind you, I'm on Michael B's side because if you clown me when I was a kid and now I'm booming and you try to act like we were cool when we were kids, I'm be like, nah, it's not. That's cap. So yeah, I'm definitely on Michael B's side because you don't look down on people because you never know where they're going to be at in the next couple of years. So, excuse me, I make an admission to myself not to just go out and just do shit and fuck up shit. Well, let me say, I don't go out my way to be rude to people and do dumb shit because I know it can affect me in the long term, and not like affect me like, oh, it's gonna mess me up. Like, as in, you don't want to be an asshole to people. You don't want to be a douche to people. So you just be nice, and you don't have to like be subservient to people or do anything like that. But just show respect, and that's all you have to do, really. And she didn't show respect to him. She even said she made fun of him before. So, hey, get what you got. And I guess this is going to lead to like another topic. Like, I'm corny, to be real with you, and I'm cool with that. Like, I don't mind being corny. Like, I'm the good corny, not the lame corny. Not like the shit where women start walking away because that nigga's a cornball. I'm just like the funny cornball. And even if I'm like a cornball, like a serious cornball, like I don't care. Like, at this point in my life, like, I'm not going off people's opinions about me, who I am about myself. If it was like detrimental and hurting somebody, then yes, I understand that. But if I'm just being me and being who I am, hey, I don't really care. Like, it has like shit's getting lame, and it's not cool. So whatever. Be cool. Be who you are. Be who you are, and be who. Don't try to like stray from like being yourself. Just like be yourself, man. Just like fucking be yourself, man. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think people are losing their identity of oneself and not knowing who they are. So everybody just be yourself and don't like follow like trends. Well, don't follow trends that's going to like stir you on a path that's not you, if that makes any sense. Amen. So, off of music, let's get into the video games. Another Dark Souls like game is taking over my life again. Wulong Dynasty, and it's about the Chinese three dynasties, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's three dynasties. And just like Dark Souls, let me take it back. It's more Sekiro than anything, because more Sekiro and Neo than anything because of how the gameplay is. So the gameplay mechanics is, as of Sekiro, you have to parry. And again, I'm not the greatest at parrying. but the game is like Neo, so it's super like the weapons and the gameplay itself is really cool. But like me parrying all the fucking time is like, man, I fucking hate parrying. Like I really hate fucking parrying. But I'm gonna have to suck it up, pause, and learn how to parry because I really want to buy this game. But I'm like beside myself and like, should I do it? And I'm going to do it more likely. So here's hoping. But I'm still playing the demo so I can get used to it and seeing if I can parry because I'm just trying to fight like this second boss. It is super hard because I can't parry it. And it's like, I don't know when to do it. I don't know the timing to do it. That's the thing that's fucking me up. And alongside this Wulong Dynasty game, Elden Ring received DLC announcement. People are speculating it's part and parcel to the hand coming out the egg before you fight the blood guardian protecting her, I guess. Whatever, I forgot. I think his name is Smog or something, whatever. But that's also a thing, and I still have to get Elden Ring. So there's 2 Dark Souls games I have to get and play. Yeah, those 2. Yeah, I think that's it for Dark Souls S games. And I think there's another one coming out. I forgot the name of it. Forsaken. Yeah, that's coming. And I think, yeah, that's all the Dark Souls games. But Wulong is really good. The weapons are good. It's running off the system of, because how it is, there's 2 bars. Well, it's one long bar, but it's split in half. One half of the bar goes up if you block or if you get hit. The other bar fills up if you hit the opponent. And the more you have of the blue instead of the red, you can do your specials and other stuff and just cost. So it's like, I guess it's like ATB gauge in a sense, but it's running off of, yeah, it's basically the Sekiro system, in a sense. And it's super, like I said, I didn't even beat Sekiro because the game is just parry, and I'm like, nah, I'm not about to parry you. A game that's just parrying is like, ugh. So I might get it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to see if I can master parry, and then we'll go from there. If not, it might be one of them games I just watch people play. But still in the games, a lot of fighting game news dropped. So the Jin trailer dropped. I know I'm late on that. The Paul trailer dropped this week, and I'm gonna go into those before I get to Street Fighter. Jin is a different character. He's a mix of double Jin and his original and his regular Jin, but he also has like moves that he took in from other people because he has largest sweep, arm sweep. He has Nina's bat flip. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he does, because he does that in a combo. So even having that, I'm thinking Jin has probably taken his hiatus from being evil, because apparently his quotes are saying strength is not everything, which means that he's not evil anymore. He's good. So he's back to being good boy, not evil crazy guy. And he just looks like he's going to be doing a lot, because I think he can use Electric Wind God Fist, and I'm guessing that it's going to be really bad when motherfuckers like use it. Because Electric Wind, like, it's just God Fist, not the Electric Wind God Fist. It's just God Fist. Like, he could combo it now, and it's like, oh god,
That's just prime.
But just like Kazuya, the Jin hype is there, but the Paul hype is crazy good, because they changed Paul. So if you first saw Paul when the Tekken 8 got announced and all that, they changed him up. He has different moves, and his super has changed. So before the old one, he didn't have combo ender that ended up with you slamming the opponent. His super is different. They added more scenes into it, and it's made it more appealing. I think they were going for regular smuggler Paul, like a regular Joe, but they added more finesse to it because he is like a finesse guy if you get it off right. Pause.
I know you got ribs in that basket. You better give them up smooth or I'm gonna break my hoof off in your goose ass.
But more into fighting games, more Street Fighter 6 news has come out. So we see Cammy T-Hawk's daughter, I think her name is Lily. Lily is Lily. Zangief and I think that's it. It was Zangief, Cammy, and Lily that we saw. And for what we've seen, it looks like Lily has some of her father's features, as in her dashes, her initial dashes sucky, but her fly in the air might be fire. And I think she has like a job as in like she has to do a move. She has a certain move she has to do a certain to amplify her moves. Like I think she could summon wind around her to do something. It was never shown, but she was known. She was shown to be summoning wind around her to amplify moves. Probably. What else? I think we saw her dive. Her father's infamous dive that he normally does. I don't know how strong or how bad it's going to be because we never see. Because the father's T-Hawks wasn't. Because if you got blocked, you could catch them on like, depending on what move you did, you could catch them. But because of how small Lily is, I don't know if you could catch her per se. If you catch my drift, but Zangief, Zangief is definitely catching niggas because they basically made Zangief. So in Street Fighter 4, he had a move called. Well, he said he was. What was it? He's Protector of the Skies as a taunt. And ever since that, then they gave Zangief like a bunch of anti-air moves. Like in Street Fighter 4, he had anti-grab super. In Street Fighter 5, he has an anti-grab. But in Street Fighter 6, you could go from a level 2 to a level 1 because of this level 2 super knocks you in the air. So you can just basically do a level 3. And they took away his green hand, which I don't think he had it in Street Fighter 5, so I don't think he's ever going to get that back. But instead of the EX green hand, they just gave him an EX lariat.
Nani?
Which I don't know how that's going to work in buttons. Like, if lariat is three punches, what is the EX lariat? And I think Zangief is going to be very, very, very grab me and let's get suplexed on. So I have no idea because we won't know for another 3 months because it's March the 11th. So I don't know. I don't know what's coming. Hopefully it's good. I definitely want to play it. But I definitely want to see what this Cammy going to do. Because Cammy, they make Cammy thicker, like ridiculously thick. But they also gave her a lot in like her moves can connect. Like I think a good portion of her moves, because of the dry system and because of how her moves set up other moves, then I could literally see somebody getting 40, maybe 50 hits off Cammy using a full bar in totality. So who knows? Cammy looks like she's going to be dangerous because I was a fan of Cammy, but Cammy was always hard. Cammy's are always hard pressed because in Street Fighter 4, you can just, because like she had an EX dive kick, but if you like jump cancel, you can do 3 EX dive kicks on a like blocking low opponent, and you're gonna get fucked up. So I don't think you do that in this one because this game doesn't look like it has the same mechanics as 4 where you could just jump cancel and just do that. But I think Cammy's gonna fuck a lot of people up. She's gonna demon flip into her other combos, which is gonna lead into her supers, which I think Capcom is hiding her super. Well, I think they're either hiding her super or characters gonna have 2 supers, because the super that Cammy used was different from the super that was shown low-key leaked in the old one. So who knows? We might find out that everybody gets 2 supers, because if that's the case, that means Ryu probably gets Mesu Hadoken, which is crazy, and Ken probably gets Crazy Kick, a super Crazy Kick, Ultra. But I think that's it for video games, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to probably anime being the last topic, because I read JJK and One Piece, but those are the only 2 that came out because everything else was on break. So next week I'm gonna come back with a double JJK and a double One Piece discussion. Excuse me. So I'm just going to get into the anime and just end it. So One Piece is on a 2-week break, and I'm on a 2 episode. I'm 2 episodes behind. So far, oh my god, it's literally the amazing, like amazing. I can't wait until we see King's full face, because I know that's gonna be great, and I can't wait to see Sanji make the biggest mistake ever and Zoro get a super upgrade, which Sanji kind of will get an upgrade, but I don't think he'll come back for a while. Zoro's upgrade is more permanent because Zoro gets Conqueror's Haki and Sanji gets to go invisible from the raid suit not being there, I guess, because his DNA or something like that. I don't know. But One Piece is on a 2-week break for, I forgot what reason. I think it was like some game show or some shit like that, or Golden Week or whatever. Trigun is finished wrapping up its season 1 pretty soon, and the parallels between Trigun in the 90s and this Trigun are really neck and neck. Some stuff doesn't happen, but it does happen. Like, if you guys watch Trigun, with the old Trigun before, you know that it was Knives that cut off what's my man's name? Vash's arm in the old one, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, matter of fact, I might have to go back because I don't know how he got his arm cut off. I don't know if it was Knives. I think it was not. No, Knives did cut it off, because I think they came back later and he pointed the gun and then he cut his arm off. So it's the exact same way, because in the new Trigun Stampede, Vash's arm opens a black hole and Knives has to cut it so everybody gets sucked in. So the same stuff happened, but it's happening differently and faster, because the blue hair nigga from the 90s and the blue hair nigga in this one are completely 2 different characters. Like, he was Sasuke in that show, and this one guy is like a flamboyant villain, which is still cool.
Open your mind!
And Wolfwood, it was an experiment that would Wolfwood, which originally was just a gun for hire that died from Vash shooting him in the old one for protecting him when they were getting jumped. Now in this one, he's still an orphan, but he was sent to hunt down Vash, and I think just to befriend him to kill him, which is crazy. That's crazy different. And I don't know if he's going to kill him. Which I don't know if he's going to kill him in this season or next season, or if he's going to kill him at all, which might be different. So here goes that, and And I guess Vash's upbringing is different because in the old one it was a ship full of people, and this one is a ship with just a ship with just two people. And I want them to go in depth with Vash and his brother being plants. I know they pseudo went into it in this episode, but I kind of want them to go in full depth with it because that's something they never touched on fully in the original one. They say they were aliens, but they never said. Actually, I'm wrong because there was a scene where Vash was trying to fix the plant, but Vash, I think Knives' goon shot the plant and killed it, which in turn, everybody had to get off the ship. So they somewhat delved into it, but this is more in depth of it, which is a good thing too, because there's a lot of stuff that they never touched on in the original Vash, which I'm glad they're doing now. So there's that. And I want to check out Vinland Saga Season 2, but it's not that I'm not happy that Thorfinn is becoming a non-violent character, but I saw a scene where Askeladd helped Thorfinn in his mental state to get better. Because Askeladd is dead, but in my mind, I'm like, all right, I understand that Askeladd and Thor had affected him growing up, especially Askeladd, says he's been with Askeladd for like 10 years. But like, bro, you're not going to tell me, like, I can't get over the nigga that killed my dad is trying to teach me about life. Like, man, fuck you, nigga. You killed the nigga that tried to teach me about life. And I guess you could be like, oh, it's the second dad. No, that ain't my second dad, nigga. This nigga was a monster. This nigga made me kill people, and I know it was only so I could kill him. But damn it, fuck that. Askeladd is a fuck that nigga. He's the ultimate fuck nigga. And Cantu, the pretty nigga, ain't pretty no more. That nigga hardcore. That nigga got a goatee. And Thorkel is still got missing eye. He's still trying to fight, but I'm liking how Thorfinn is trying to like be non-combative. He just wants to be peaceful, and I kind of want to see how that plays in part and parcel, because I remember reading Vinland, and if I'm not mistaken, he was in the middle of a war and he was fighting Floki. So I don't know how that's gonna work unless he switched his mind because some dangerous shit had to happen. So I'm gonna rewatch Vinland Saga because it was been a whole lot of farmland and slave shit. I'm like, damn. Like, I understand we can't have two violent seasons back to back, but damn, can we at least get some type of like Thorfinn doing some wild shit instead of like being depressed? Which I understand he's super depressed because that nigga don't know which way's up in life. So I understand that.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Oh, so I'm watching. Blue Lock is still there. I don't have to keep telling y'all Blue Lock is still fire. Blue Lock is still fire. I'm gonna wait till it ends so I can go over it. But I watched the new Attack on Titan, and boy, man, that is some good. That's some good shit. I watched. Like, I know they dragged their ass on it. I know it's like, bro, why the fuck are they doing this? But bro, from where they started to where they stopped at, I can respect it. Not taking a year to do it, but I can see why they took a year. The way they animated it might as well have been a movie, and they did it justice too. And I think it was like a couple things I forgot. Like, I forgot the kids that were hiding the money. I forgot one of them lost their hand. I thought they had both their hands. And seeing how they were just violently killing and stomping out people, I know it's because I don't think it's anymore really stomping on niggas from here on out. Because I think right now it's just the remaining of the war. I think we saw everybody else get stomped out. So right now we're just gonna see The final bits of the war, I already spoiled it. I'm not going to spoil it again. The one thing I'm going to say is that racism won and there's no more Titans. So, but everything from where we left off until the end of no racism and with no Titans but racism, I'm going to leave that for y'all to watch. But really good. I respect Haynes because she went out like a G. Like, she's a top G. Fuck Flock. Fuck that nigga. I don't even know if that nigga is even alive. I have to reread because I don't know if that nigga is alive at the end of the story, because that nigga got walked on. And I'm like, he should be dead. I hope he is, because Flock is a fuck nigga. Like, fuck Flock. Like, really bad. Like, really, really. I really hate Flock. Like, to the degree of, like, fuck that nigga. Like, really bad. Like, I really hate that nigga.
Teacher's pit, but I ran up a chick with a 9 and a brick while I was studying for my math test, ass niggas.
And My Hero I'm gonna save too, because I think My Hero got 2 more episodes left. But I'm only going to touch on it briefly and then get to the Demon Slayer leaks before I end it. My Hero is getting really fucking it. Like, the animation and how they taking the Dark Deku arc, I really appreciate it. Because they making Deku way more eviler. Even though he's not evil, like, more anti-hero than I thought. Because when he was hanging up that nigga, I was like, yep, I see the evil eyes. And you can see the pressures when he took the hood off. Like, that nigga looked fucked. And I think the last episode they stopped on was, like, the group of his friends come in to stop him from just going up by himself. Which tells me that the final war is going to be 2 seasons. Because next season is going to start with Stars and Stripes. And I think the last episode of the season is when the war starts. Either when the war starts or... Well, that had to be... No. That's not far enough. Hold on. Stars and Stripes. UA... Find out who the snitch is. No, I'm just really trying to figure out. It might be, if they do it right. I don't know. I have no idea where they're going to stop at for the final war. Because I don't know if the final... Well, no. They might make the final war 1 season. That might be 1 season. Or it might just be 1 long season to do it do it justice. But My Hero, I have no idea where it's going to end at. I really don't. And by end, I talking about as in the next season. If the next season is the last final season, or is this going to be like a double whammy? Like, it's going to halfway end and go to the finish it up. So I don't know how it's going to go. So it's neither here nor there. I have no idea. But I do have good news. The Gundam Witch of Mercury comes back in April the 12th. And I cannot wait, because I want to know what's going on, because this is probably top 5 favorite Gundam shows. And I want to know a lot about this show. I really want to know. But aside from that, Demon Slayer comes out in April too. I think it comes out April 1st it comes out like April 9th. And Hell's Paradise. So if you are a big fan of Hell's Paradise, it's really gory. It's a really nasty when it gets to the killing, but it's really good. It's going to be really sad. It might go for 3 seasons. It might, maybe 4, because it's 2,400. It might be 100. It's 100 chapters. So 3 to 4 seasons. But yeah, bro, oh my God, like this manga is so good. I can't wait for it. And every character I love, except one character on the good guy side. Well, on the good guy side. Other than that, fucking love everybody else. Oh my God, it's gonna be so sad when I see someone die. But nonetheless, back to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer comes out on the 9th or 8th, and people are already talking like, what's going on? Who is this Demon Tanjiro? And niggas not knowing that's Tanjiro's Tanjiro's cousin's descendant, and you'll find out that Tanjiro's descendant is the reason why the started the Hashiras, but he won't know that till this season coming up. So, and he'll find out that the Miss Hashira is his cousin. So, there's a lot of shit that's coming out for this season of Demon Slayer. It's gonna be really good. My favorite character, Genji, is in this one, so it's gonna be great. I cannot wait for it to come out. But I'm not gonna take too much more of your time. Thank you guys for listening. Say la vie. Peace.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy, why you doing so?
We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. Yeah.